some small frictions, but I don't think that there can be a system. I don't think anything that has to do with how people relate can be systematized in any way. It either works to a certain extent or it doesn't. And I think it works, and this is again, there is this concept that tilts one coin. There is compatibility and there is workability. So sometimes there are things that are incompatible between two people, but if both people want to find, it's important to them to find a solution that will work for both sides, and they're willing to be a little bit flexible on certain things, then it's solvable. And if it's not important to them, or if it's a red line and they're not willing to do it, then it can't be done.
Tell me about what it means, the red light.
Um,
From perspective
I don't
of
know.
red, yellow, and green in community, let's reflect that seriously into the dynamics.
So before living where I live now, I also lived in. It was a shared house. It was. I was kind of hoping it would turn into a community, but it stayed in the bounds of just shared house.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a lot of cases where people were just not respecting the common space. They were treating it as a little bit of their own backyard to throw trash into, and it was with loudness. It was with cleaning, things like that. So again, this is more like a household problems, but it was obvious that for those people, the well-being of others and how they feel in the space was not a priority. And I think it's a huge difference for me right now that I feel that I'm living in a house where it is a priority for everyone, that the well-being of everyone in this space is a priority, right? People will invest their energy, and it's clear and visible in doing things that make others around them feel better, in improving the overall quality of life. And this is super, super important because this is the main motivation, and this is the main thing that holds a community. And it's also, again, the same thing with romantic relationships. I just saw this article that basically says that the main thing that allows long term relationships is mutual care and caring about the well being of other, and kindness to other people.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can't systematize that. It's either something a person wants or it's something that they don't.
But where
There is
is
no way.
yellow then? Like where is like let me think about it, let me like integrate it. Like where's that? You know, how that can be like it's not
What do you
only
mean?
yes or no. Sometimes it's also like maybe, right? So would you say that it's possible to build a community where there is no no, but there is maybe, and there's also yes? Because you said that you mentioned that it's hard to make sure that everyone is fully yes with every single person who lives inside of that place.
Yeah. Um, I think it's possible because as long as it's like, I don't need to really, really like everyone. I can, spend more time with certain people, less time with other people. But if I know that these people, maybe we don't get along as good on a personal level, but I see that they put effort in the community in general. I see that they care, that even though we're not
Yeah.
close friends, they still care about how I feel in the space, and I still feel that they feel okay in the space, it can still work. It only starts to break down if there is no care, if the people show that they don't really, like, maybe they care about how one person feels in the space, but they don't really care about the well-being of the community. They don't care about the well-being of the entire space.
Yes. This quite personal, difficult question. I still don't have an answer for it. I wonder if you can give some advice on that. Um, when somebody is with me in terms of like co-living, and somebody else is visiting
Mm-hmm.
frequently for the other person in an intimate relationship, how do I as a co-living person with that character uh, is relating to their guest, and what is mine? How can I build relationship with that person, so that if in case they come live together, I'm also open to it? And what if I have maybe objections about that person being in our home?
That is a good question. Well, I see it from one perspective this way. Let's say I'm living with somebody who is a close friend.